Welcome back, lore enthusiasts, for another exhilarating journey into the depths of Tolkien's legendarium. Before we embark on our adventure, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of our subscribers. Your support means the world to me, and I am immensely grateful for your enthusiasm and dedication. As a token of my appreciation, I'm excited to announce that once we reach 100 subscribers, I'll be hosting a special giveaway to celebrate this milestone. So if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to join our growing community of Tolkien fans. Without further ado, let's dive back into the rich tapestry of Middle-earth and uncover its hidden wonders. Off we go. The Oath of the Dead, also known as the Oathbreakers or the Dead Men of Dunharrow, is a crucial element in J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings. This oath plays a significant role in the story, particularly in the War of the Ring and the fate of Gondor. In this analysis, we will explore the origins of the Oath of the Dead, its implications for the characters and events of Middle-earth, and the resolution of this ancient curse. The Oath of the Dead is a solemn vow sworn by the men of the White Mountains who pledged allegiance to Isildur, the High King of Gondor and Arnor, during the War of the Last Alliance. However, when Isildur called upon them to fulfill their oath and aid him in battle against Sauron, they faltered and refused to honor their commitment. As a result, Isildur cursed them to remain bound to their oath until it was fulfilled, condemning them to an eternity of restless wandering and torment as the Dead Men of Dunharrow. Origins of the Oath. The origins of the Oath of the Dead can be traced back to the War of the Last Alliance, a great conflict fought between the forces of elves and men against the Dark Lord Sauron in the Second Age. During this time, Isildur, the son of Elendil and heir to the throne of Gondor and Arnor, sought allies among the men of the White Mountains to aid him in his campaign against Sauron. In exchange for their allegiance, Isildur promised to grant them great honor and reward. The breaking of the oath. Despite their initial pledge of loyalty to Isildur, the men of the White Mountains ultimately failed to honor their commitment when called upon to fight alongside him against Sauron. Whether out of fear, cowardice, or treachery, they abandoned Isildur and his army in their hour of need, leaving them to face Sauron's forces alone. In response to their betrayal, Isildur cursed them to remain bound to their oath until it was fulfilled, condemning them to an eternity of restless wandering as the Dead Men of Dunharrow. The Curse of the Dead. The Curse of the Dead Men of Dunharrow is a central theme in The Lord of the Rings, symbolizing the consequences of betrayal and the burden of unfulfilled promises. As a result of their failure to honor their oath to Isildur, the men of the White Mountains are condemned to wander the earth as spectral wraiths, unable to find rest or redemption until they fulfill their pledge and aid Gondor in its hour of need. The Summoning of the Dead. The prophecy foretelling the return of the Dead Men of Dunharrow is revealed to Aragorn, heir to the throne of Gondor, during his quest to reclaim the kingship of his ancestors. As part of his journey, Aragorn is tasked with summoning the Dead Men to fulfill their oath and aid him in the War of the Ring. With the assistance of Legolas, Gimli, and the Grey Company, Aragorn travels to the Paths of the Dead, a haunted and forbidding passageway leading through the mountains to the realm of the Dead Men. Redemption and fulfillment. Upon arriving at the Stone of Erech, the ancient rallying point of the men of the White Mountains, Aragorn calls upon the Dead Men to fulfill their oath and fight alongside him in the war against Sauron. Despite their initial reluctance and hostility, the Dead Men ultimately agree to follow Aragorn and aid him in battle, redeeming themselves and fulfilling their long-neglected oath. The Battle of Pelennor Fields. The fulfillment of the Oath of the Dead culminates in the Battle of Pelennor Fields, the climactic conflict in the War of the Ring. With the aid of the Dead Men of Dunharrow, Aragorn leads the armies of Gondor and Rohan in a desperate struggle against the forces of Sauron, turning the tide of battle and securing victory for the free peoples of Middle-earth. Conclusion. In conclusion, the Oath of the Dead is a pivotal element in J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, symbolizing the themes of loyalty, betrayal, redemption, and the consequences of unfulfilled promises. Through their oath-breaking and subsequent redemption, the Dead Men of Dunharrow play a crucial role in the outcome of the War of the Ring, demonstrating the power of forgiveness, redemption, and the fulfillment of one's duty, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Thank you once again for tuning in, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Your support means the world to me, and I can't wait to have you join us for our next adventure. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring the depths of Tolkien's rich universe. Farewell for now, and I eagerly anticipate our next rendezvous.